Breaking news, the conforming loan limit has changed and it could affect your next refinance, your next purchase, and what sort of mortgage you get. We're going to talk about that next. Hey there, this is Ryan Skaggs, and this is the Mortgage Minute. This channel is dedicated to everything mortgage, real estate, and interest rates. Every single week, I put a link down below in the description to Freddie Mac's average 30-year fixed, and that is basically a weekly survey that comes out that they survey mortgage lenders, what rates they're locking, how many points that they're given. If I did a video, I'll try to link above. Not sure if I did, but it's a great indication of how rates are moving. This week, we've definitely seen, rates been volatile this week, and this is kind of mid-September now. We saw inflation in August slightly higher. We were hoping for an actual decline, but it was actually slightly above. So that really scared the heck out of the market this second half of the week. So we saw rates move up there. Once we get a handle on inflation, we'll likely see rates start to tick back down. But until we see those data points that say, hey, we've got a handle on inflation, the Fed does not need to continue to raise rates, then we're going to continue to see these rates and rates potentially moving up slightly. So what do we want to talk about today? So that is the conforming loan limit. Now, what is it? Well, it is a cap. Essentially what it is the size of the mortgage that, say, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, if you've heard those terms before, will purchase. So anything over that is called a jumbo. Now, I've definitely done a video on that before, and I'll link above the difference between jumbo and non-jumbo. So not here necessarily to talk about that, but anything underneath this cap and below will be that amount of what Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac will pick up. And I'm going to tell you why that could affect you. First, what is it? In the Chicago metro market, which is where I'm at, licensed in, Illinois, Indiana, Wisconsin, Ohio, Michigan, and Florida, but specifically in my neck of the woods, and that's Chicago metro, we were at 647,200, and it appears it's moving to 715,000 as that line in the sand between jumbo and non-jumbo. So not a surprise that it's gone up. We've seen housing prices move up, so therefore typically the area median income goes up, the housing prices go up, you're going to see this number go up. And I'll make sure and throw a chart here up on the screen so that way you can kind of see it. What we've done over the last few decades, you can specifically see that line that is kind of straight across there, and I'll put an arrow there. But you can see that's where we were stuck on 417,000 for almost a decade straight after the financial crisis. And now we've seen pretty much a straight shot up. As you can expect, we've seen housing prices move up. So yes, of course that's going to be moving up. Now, who sets this number? And that is the FHFA. And that's basically the entity that is over lenders, over Fannie Mae, over Freddie Mac. The Federal Housing Finance Agency sets the rules and regulations for lenders and also sets that conforming loan limit. Now, what sort of scenarios would be super important outside of having a loan amount around there? Let's give you two examples here. One of which, programs with 1 year of tax returns if you're self-employed could fit for a conforming loan. Now, you'd have to provide your documentation, get credit qualified, apply to be able to see, but let's say 1 year of tax returns versus 2 years of tax returns on pretty much any jumbo loan anywhere ever. Right? So that could be very significant looking at just 1 year if you've been in business for a longer period of time rather than looking at a 2-year average because, again, COVID affected a lot of people. So that could be interesting where you could qualify for a mortgage here, but you may not qualify for a mortgage here just because of documentation differences. The next one is, let's say, a late mortgage payment. And again, I don't want to, blame COVID again, but we saw a lot of forbearance coming out of that COVID forbearance program where borrowers on their credit reports showed a late mortgage payment. likely a lot of the time it wasn't even late. It was their servicer not collecting it or something else happened. So I know there's a lot of Americans out there that had this issue because I saw it on their credit reports and got the explanation from them. Now, if you look at jumbo loans, typically they're not going to take mortgages that have a late mortgage payment within the last 12 or even 24 months sometimes. Versus a conforming loan, you fall underneath that 715, as I mentioned, likely you can. So again, you've got to apply to get credit qualified and see what options you have. But those are two really big scenarios where you would qualify, in one hand, but then not qualify for something else. So being able to manipulate that loan amount is super important. Now, hey, you may be watching this video and saying $715,000. Oh my gosh, that's a crazy amount, of loan. Absolutely. But this loan amount and the data that is correlated to it, so that way they can make those decisions, also is the same information of the maximum FHA. So when you look at a 2-unit, 3-unit, 4-unit, those loan amounts all went up. But if you look at a FHA, the maximum FHA loan, that'll be coming out soon. That will be going up just from what we've seen here. So lots of changes in that area. So hopefully you kind of understand every single year we have the same conversation. What is the new conforming loan limit? It is significant. We do see a difference in rates between a conforming loan and a jumbo loan. I've done a video on that. I'll link above. But it's not necessarily perfectly correlated where it's always true that, say, jumbos are less than conforming loans. That has been the trend lately, but sometimes they're exactly the same. So if you can qualify for one versus the other, you could be able to be purchasing a home when you thought maybe you couldn't. So that's why this is really big news. Put your comments below. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you've ever ran into anything. If you have questions, I would love the opportunity to assist. And if you haven't clicked that like button, click that subscribe and click that bell icon to be notified as I'm putting out weekly videos on the channel. I'd be forever grateful for the subscribe. If you made it this far, please, please, please. All right, stay safe. We'll see each other again very, very soon.